Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. And today I am doing my very first room build. I made this a couple of days ago and I'm really happy how it turned out, and this time I'm gonna make a bathroom. It's inspired by the new pack, Get Famous. I used a lot of wood, well, I tried to use a lot of wood accents, a bit of glamour, like a bit of space, a lot of structures of stone. There are two types of flooring in here. One is wood and one is marble. So that turned out pretty cool. So the room is divided in two parts, like one dressing room and one more bathroom with a makeup area. Just a luxurious bathroom makeover part. Something no one would really have in their house unless they got a lot of money and really need it, because I personally don't need such a big room as this one. You will see in the end that is really spacious, a lot of room, like a big hole. Like normally people would not have that much space in their house left over, because no one really bothers with leaving that much space open. So here on the right side of the room you see me, it's divided from the rest of the room because this is kind of the dressing part. There's like a rack full of hanged clothing and one big closet, open closet as it may be. But I wanted to make a little seating area and pop a bit of color in there. So, oh yeah, the curtains. I made all the curtains black because I thought it was really classy. Only at the back of the room are windows, because I thought, well, if you place this in a real life house, you don't have windows everywhere. And let's say that people want to use this in their Let's Play house or whatever, you cannot simply have windows all over. You can delete them, but I think it's better to decorate the rest of the place. So here I'm trying to find some decoration for the right part. I really love those paintings. I think they go pretty well with the new pack. I think the glamour and the bit of abstract feeling it has looks pretty good. So here I'm playing around with a little bit of table. I thought you want a bit of a excuse me, seating area, but I first picked a tree sitting part couch, but it was too big, so I changed that up for the smaller one and placed a little side table with a little plant on it next to it, and decided to take another drawer, which isn't really for clothing, like more, I think you can put accessories in there or belts or whatever you actually have, which you don't really want to hang somewhere, and just decorate it with all little bits and dots. And here I couldn't get the nail polishes off of the drawer. It didn't want to do it, but okay. A little bit of pink accents, and I love that plant that came with Get Famous. I really, really love that one. So here, making sure that the walls are cutely decorated. Oh, I removed the wooden flooring. I started off with it, but I removed because I think there is a lot of brown in the wallpaper. So I thought that would give also the woody feeling to it. And here I'm figuring out what I'm gonna do with the rest of the room, because when I looked I was like, it's pretty big. I need to fill this all up. So I started off with like a makeup area, a little bit. I was figuring out how I was gonna do it, so in the end I picked a desk, I think. Yeah, I picked a desk with a little side table next to it. So we have a little dressing table with a big mirror above it. I really love, I think that desk is from Get to Work, and I also use a chair from Get to Work. They go together pretty well, and it gives this really modern designed look, which goes very well together with Get Famous. Yeah, I was looking for the right chair. I couldn't find it at first, and I was like, oh, I have this one, and glass elements go pretty well together. Pretty sure that the chair is not glass. I think it's sort of plasticish. type of material. But hey, it turned out pretty well. And here I was figuring out how the mirror was gonna go, because normally mirrors are way too high. So playing around without the wall, we could actually change the heights of the mirrors. But if you grab them, they go back to the ground. So that was a bit of annoying. I wanted all centered. So here I placed it. I was like, okay, cool. Next up is, I think, yeah, a little bit of decoration on the walls. At first I thought, let's do a bit of a plant. I hung up a plant and I wanted to get some wallpaper, not a wallpaper, but like some decoration or like some paintings. So I couldn't get the word, the painting, but it didn't suit it that well with the rest of the modernness of the build. So I think I picked a Asian type of wall design, and I let the pinks come back because we have the pink nail polishes at the wardrobe thing at the right side of the room. So I brought the pinks back here. Really sweet accent of color. And I was looking around for some cool decorations, but I didn't want this place to get too crowded. I was looking at other stuff that came with Get Famous, because there's some weird stuff in there. So next up is, I think, dividing the room from the real bathroom, because if we would have put a random toilet in here, I thought it would look a bit weird. So yeah, I found that. I thought it really went well with the wall decoration. I made it the dressing part, makeup area part. So here I'm dividing the room to a more bathroom part of the big room. It's actually a really big room, and I thought, okay, this is actually again quite some space. So I figured, because it's such a luxurious room, I wanted to make a sort of jacuzzi bath moment in there and a shower. I really love that it's like the glass wall is detailed. I really love that. A little bit more flair to it. And looking for some a rug to that. I thought, like, with the Asian patterns, it goes really a bit of peace in here, because when you're living this luxurious, you obviously have a busy life. So I thought the bathroom is like a bit of a rest moment. You want it to be clean, you want it to be neat, a bit of rest, a bit of where you can breathe in, breathe out, and really go into your bath and relax for a moment. So finishing up the room basically with all other decorations. I love that wallpaper I hung up, like the 3 parts. Oh, I want to use it in every house. If I'm ever able to get it in my own house, I will. And yeah, making sure, I thought that the right side, the wardrobe side, it was a little bit empty. So of course we needed some shoe racks in there. And I don't know what I was up to next. Yeah, the little part left of the dressing area was also a bit empty, so I think I put up a chair. I think it might be pinkish. Yeah, or whitish accent, because I thought the pink was a bit too much. So I just grabbed a white little detailed moment there. And I don't know what I put next to that, because at first I thought, let's put another table. Oh yeah, a plant table next to it, and it was a bit too busy, too crowded. A lot of blocks in there, so I just went with a little plan, making sure everything is lighted. And I had all these wall lights, and it wasn't lighted enough. And I found these lights, which I normally don't use. And I thought that it suited the area pretty well. And actually, we're pretty done with the build, except that I put one window. I imagined that the bathroom could be on a corner of a house, because I wanted to add a little bit more natural light to it. But I did put on some blinds to it, I think, because we don't have really one long mirrored curtains. So here are the screenshots. This is the part I love most. You can really get to yourself, make up your hair. Here's the bathroom area, let's call it that way, really slick. And here you see that the sink is actually a bit moved into the wall. I wanted to make it look like it's really well put together. little bit sightseeing when you could sit in your bath. The dressing area, where you can see a bit of costumes really, and yeah, just a really lovely space with everything in it, with plants and the mirrors where you can really get yourself really pretty. And here you see that's actually a bit of a hallway, which is very neat and clean. But yeah, I loved how it turned out. I hope you did so too. If you liked it, let me know in the comments, leave a like, and if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel if you like my videos, and I hope to catch you at the next video. Have a wonderful day. Bye!